Alright, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Kyle here, back with another lesson through the Spirit and power Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Praying and hoping that this lesson edifying. So first and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Akakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Shalom unto the elect, the ones who sincerely pushing the word out there and being true. And the specker birds and the few but faithful aquatium that listening and learning, So first I just want to put this disclaimer up here because we're going into a music, well I was going to say a music video, but actually showing all the lyrics instead, So there we go, across straight here on YouTube, right? So the name of the song is Gotham, by the rapper Dax. This is the official music video here, as you can see, and slavery chains and things. So you can kind of get the message that coming from the video. It's a really upper video, but y'all could go and watch it. But I want you all to see the lyrics to understand. Now, we know the Lord puts the Spirit on certain men to say certain things, even these artists, even heathens, and this song have a serious message, especially for us in these times here, because this song is really like a warning too, you understand? Though he may not be like a prophet like us out on the highways and the byways and things, but hey, the Lord still put the Spirit on him to, make this song, right? And all you will get what I'm saying when you hear the lyrics, right? So I'm going to be pause it, breaking down certain things, pulling a few scriptures and things in between. Right, so let's get into it here.
I think that we're headed down the wrong road. Fake's real and they say real's fake woke. False prophets on these screens everywhere we go. But what did you expect when dumb people got smartphones?
Hey, carry back here.
More memes, cool. Make it all a big joke. Crown your fake king. I think that
right. So when I read it here, he say, I think that we headed down the wrong road. Fake's real and they say real's fake woke. You understand? And that deep, because for the first part, when you say we, meaning we as a people, right? Well, him now, he all for the white man too and all these things, right? He believe in a universal thing, but we watching it as a spiritual sense here. You understand? We chewing the meat and spitting on the bone, right? So this for us here, this we heading down the wrong road, right? We'll be talking about the Israelites, because they heading down the wrong road, right? The heathens and them doing what they have to do, right? They keeping us confused. They supplanting us. Then you understand? They trying to get the elect, right? Esau trying to get the elect, because he don't have the 2/3 on them, right? And the second part we say fake's real and they say real's fake woke. You understand? Because the way what the scripture say, I'm gonna bring out that one time. Right, so there is here, chapter 5 and verse 28, say, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, and put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Right, so when you go back on the video,
we're headed.
Right, when you go back on the video, you say fake's real and real's fake woke. You understand? Because you see, you realize when you say woke at the end too, the next line was false prophets on the screen everywhere we go, and they're talking about all these false pastors, and well, that's self-explanatory to a matter of fact, right? So fake real and real fake, real fake and fake Salakia. Fake is real and real is fake. You understand? So in other words too, when you go into the scriptures, you wanna just bring out, they're putting good for evil and evil for good. You understand? They're flipping everything then. You understand? And they say real's fake woke false prophets on the screen everywhere we go. Right? So all the lies and everything that the Lord said not to do, they saying yeah, you can do that. Right? Like eating swine flesh and all them things when they pray over it and blah blah blah. That bullshit. You understand? That is why we're going into the false prophets on the screens everywhere we go. Right? Then he say, and what did you expect when dumb people got smartphones? Yeah, because that is all Jake into right now. Social media. this, that, thing, especially these women, they're posting up pictures of themselves, seeking for that attention and all these things. You understand? They're seeking for all these things, and it not worth it, especially in these times here, right? So them is dumb people who have smartphone. You understand?
On the wrong road, fake's real and they say real's fake woke. False prophets on these screens everywhere we go, but what did you expect when dumb people got smartphones? More memes, cool, make it all a big joke. Crown your fake kings and let them sit up on your fake thrones. You're young now, but just wait until you grow old. When life gets real, you'll remember all these words I wrote.
Hey, what's not? This song really appa. It really appa. If this video turn out lengthy, Salakia, but the man saying some real deep shit. Some real deep shit. Because he say more memes cool, make it all a big joke. You understand? That is all Jake does do. Serious things be coming out, especially down here in Trinidad, you be seeing it for yourself. Right? Serious thing come out, you hear somebody dead, whoever it is, you hear, oh, she probably went by some man and thing, and everybody laughing and this and that. Right? Especially I saw a video with this woman, right? Kick her husband out of the house because he messaging her next day. Right? Throw all this stuff in the drain and taping him, She recorded him. And kick all send the bag of clothes in the drain, shoes thing and taping him and say, hey, you're texting this one, let she go on mine here. Let she get out, let she go and live my she and thing and that and that and that. And the man him saying nothing. The man just think he picking up his thing and he go anyway. Right? But she wanna play it up. And when you read the comments and things for them video, everybody posting it and laughing and saying it good for you and thing. Everything is African joke for Jake. You understand? And when the part where you say, crown your fake kings and let them sit up on your fake thrones. Hey. Let's see here. Isaiah 30. Right? Right. They say, woe to the rebellious children that said the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked of my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. That is basically what the man saying here. You understand?
It's cool.
Crown your fake kings and let them sit up on your fake tunes. That what Jake doing. Any little problem, right? The government causing the problem, you know, and they going on to Egypt, right? So they basically crowning the kings by voting, even though the voting stated nothing. You understand? But they basically crowning the fake kings, right? Which is all these wicked jakes and all these heathens on them. You understand? And they let them rule over them. Now the Lord is the one set them in power, yes. Not denying that. But Jake, glad for that, they like that. Because they comfortable staying here. They comfortable in the iniquity. You understand? He goes on to say, you're young now, but just wait till you grow old. Right? Now we know a lot of people not even gonna grow old before the Lord come back. You know? But this was somewhat 2 years ago. You understand? There's a lot of people growing old too, you know, because we know it are people who all in the 60s, wherever it is done, you know, they growing and they aging more and more every day. You understand? Remember too, he don't know that the world coming to end soon. You understand? He's still blind to that fact, you know, but at the end of the day too, the Lord put these words in his mouth. Because it could also mean when you grow old, in the sense of when the times get older then. You know, because we live in the time, well, back then 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, you wouldn't be seeing all the things that happening right now. And as the time progresses, it grow older, it started to get worse. So you can remember the words he wrote, right? And this could even go into us, right? They go remember all the things that we used to be saying, hey, these prophets and them really used to be saying that, you know, them madmen on the street, them really used to be saying, them want to do this, they want to that thing. They go remember. But it will be too late. You understand? They're going into Matthew 24 with the foolish virgins. You understand? When they play in the comment, I ask for oil now. And we tell them, hey, go to the buyers and the sellers. You understand? We have no oil to give here. The oil that we have is just for ourselves. Scripture says we go to own salvation with fear and trembling. Own salvation. So we now working out salvation for you and us at the same time. You know? We're working it out for ourselves. You understand? So continue down here, and what he say, when life gets really, remember all these roots are so well, right? I go into that already. You understand?
Make it all a big joke, crown your fake kings and let them sit up on your fake thrones. You're young now, but just wait until you grow old. When life gets real, you'll remember all these words I wrote. I went roam and walked multiple ways for 40 nights, 40 sleeps, yes, multiple days. In the desert, no food, water, searching for the answers, but you listen to these people who got nothing to say.
Right, and that line really too, when you think about it, as I say, you gotta watch it in a spiritual sense here too, right? He said, I went roam and walked multiple ways for 40 nights, 40 sleeps, yes, multiple days, right? That could go into actually the apostles, yes, but high priest Ariam Lab, you understand? Because I might know the full story properly or whatever it is, right? But I don't want to butcher it or anything, but how I was told about it is that High Priest Ariam Lab and a couple others, they were searching around or whatever it is, and he found out the truth. The Lord put the Holy Spirit on him, and he found out the truth. And the others that he was with, right, they didn't understand what he was saying. You understand? So the Lord put the Spirit on him, and then it went down to the apostles, the elders, and then to us little ones here. You understand? It started spreading eventually, because these men went searching for the truth, right? And when he say in the desert, no food, no water, searching for answers, right? Now I'm not sure about High Priest Ariam Lab with that part where they went searching. I don't know if it's really like a literal desert area that was in. I can't remember. I'm not sure, But even too in a spiritual sense, when these men went searching out for the answers, right? They went searching, no food, no water, thing, meaning the effortlessly, effortlessly searching for the truth, and when the Lord put His Spirit on them for him to receive it, right, He revealed it, He revealed it. He didn't keep the treasure for Himself. And then He goes on to say, but you listen to these people who got nothing to say. Yeah, most of these artists and them out there, they just singing about, hey, I take this one girl, I F this one girl, thing. If you come around me, I will shoot you, and thing and that. And everybody listening to that, and that is just that. You understand? That is just that. Especially all these even in these movies and them, right? Or when these same artists and them come up and they making big speech and thing, you're agreeing to that. Or when these people and them who come on the TikTok, like the last video I did with this woman talking shit about who some things which she will never accept from her mother ever, right? Don't tell she how to change, especially when she parents support she in the things she does wear and all this sort of bullshit. People will go and listen to them things and not things like these. The videos that we bringing up, warning you about the things that come, and they're not doing that, right? They comfortable in the shit. I have a preset for that too. Right. So it's in the same thing going on, right? Isaiah 30 and verse 9, it says that this is a rebellious people, lying children, right? Children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seer, see not, right? And to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. And that is what they want to hear. Because when all these people who have nothing to say come on the media, and they're listening to them and saying, yes, Gail, preach, and yes, Pastor, I agree with what you're saying. Jesus loves everybody, and blah, blah, blah. All sort of bullshit. You understand? That is what Jake want to hear. They don't want to hear the truth. Right? They don't want to hear the truth. And that's going to lead them to the downfall. You understand? And slack if you hear the old noise outside, you're on the plantation. Just trying to push the word of the Lord, through the Spirit and power, you're bashing out shy. So let me get back here.
And walked multiple ways for 40 nights, 40 sleeps, yes, multiple days. In the desert, no food, water, searching for the answers. But you listen to these people who got nothing to say. You wouldn't know real if it slapped you right in the face. Ain't for the culture, I can tell by the shit you embrace. I'm in Gotham, but my mind's in a different place. So fuck your cosigns, money, and your radio.
Hey, watch now. This song's so yappa, right? You say you wouldn't know real if it slapped you right in the face. That's self-explanatory. I literally just talk about that with these 2/3. Right, we bringing out all these edifications. We on the street giving it live while we recording now. So you could still go up on YouTube and look for it, right? Or Rumble, or Daily Motion. You could still do them thing and get the answers, but they don't want the real, they want fake. You understand? He say, in for the culture, I can tell by the shit you embrace. Yeah, them not for the culture. A lot of people always say they want to revert back to the old ways, or they want love like how it was in the olden days. But you're not even willing to change yourself to be like how it was in the olden days. You know? You ever think if it is you do that, the Lord will bless you with somebody like that? Which will be men in the truth, or a woman who willing to come into the truth, or a widow already in the truth. You never know. You understand? The Lord is in control of everything, you know. So you had to pray and you had to know where you for. You understand? When you say in Gotham, I'm in Gotham, right? Now I was supposed to say this too. When you say Gotham, right, they're really going back to Babylon. You understand? But you know he put Gotham because when you watch the video too, you understand too. You know, and plus we know Gotham from Batman, how it is. Right? It is a dread place. It's a dread place. You understand? So you say he in Gotham, but he might in a different place, and that's how we is. We here, right? Because the scripture say that too. We in the world, but not of the world, right? So we here physically, but spiritually, we meditating on different things. We meditating on the kingdom. The scripture say that, right? Focus on, just roughly paraphrasing, they say focus on the kingdom first, and everything else will get added on to you. You understand? And when you're focusing on the kingdom, meaning you obey the Lord, right? His laws, statutes, and commandments, and follow his will and do as he say, right? He says, so fuck your cosigns, money, and your radio play, right? Meaning, yeah, you see all that fame shit, yeah, forget that. We don't want that. You understand? We don't need that, because all these other Israelite camps and them, they need that, especially IUIC. They need that. They want that. They have that. They've been doing that, right? And don't even talk for these pastors and them out here. They're all about the money. Them talking shit just to get your money and the money that Esau giving them. You understand?
I be shaking when I write my music. I've been anti-violent, but don't push me, cause I just might do it. They won't give you no credit, cause they know you'll use it. And that's what happens when the master starts fearing the student.
So lucky, I'm gonna just get back this piece here. Right. He say, I be shaking when I write my music. Right? I've been anti-violent, but don't push me because I just might do it. Right? Now there's the mentality of certain chicks now. Right? Because I spoke about the video with the woman where she kicked the man out. She kicked her husband out of the house because he was talking to another woman. You know, and videotape him and put him up and throw all the clothes and he shoots everything in the drain and all kind of shit, right? There's men like that who anti-violent right now, but we see when shit hit the fan, there's women like that going on dead from men like that. You understand? Because that's how serious again, and women, they right now they have the system to protect them. You know, but when the economy crash and everything going south, right? Nobody gonna care about that. You understand? The scripture talk about that in 2 Esdras 15. You understand? I believe it's 2 Esdras 15. Nobody gonna care about what position you had, if you was a male, if you was a female, how much money you making. You understand? Nobody cares about that. Everybody going on a riot, and he sort of show that in the movies too. You understand? He say they won't give you no credit because they know you'll use it, right? Esau ain't gonna do that, right? Certain things he can't deny because the truth disputable, undisputable. You know, if I use that word in the correct text, I'm under fact, I'm going to switch it up. Don't want to butcher it. Right, so it's indisputable. I say undisputable, but hey, as I edify earlier, I edify myself to same way. So it's say unable to be challenged or denied. So yeah, Esau can't deny the truth, right? With certain things, he can't deny the truth. That's why that's the only time when he go come out and say, well, all right, yes, this is so, but he go take that little bit of truth and then add some more lie to it to lead you astray again. And that's how deception works, right? You just have to add in some things that true, or it don't even have to be true, something that's sounding nice, and lead you with more lies, and that is the day you're gone. That's how simple it is. That's how men follow this truth too. I mean, of course, it's because the Lord take the spirit away from them, but hey, it's simple things like that too. It does always start off with something small, and eventually it add up, you know, and you're gone.
Cause I just might.
Right? He said they won't give you no credit because they know you'll use it, right? Yeah, Esau know we go use it. And we've been using it, when they admit certain things and we expose them and let them know they still adding lies to it or whatever, right? He goes on to say, and that's what happened when the master starts fearing the student. Now, hey, there's a spiritual sense to innocence, because we know the scriptures say the elder shall serve the younger, right? So in other words too, in a sense, Esau, how to put this? Well, in this context here, we know Esau is the master and we could be the student in that sense, right? Now, I don't like using the term master and the student, right? But that's what the man saying he video, right? Well, he song, right? But we know Esau is the one on top right now. We go just use top and the bottom. We are the bottom right now. So he's starting to fear us as we bring out the truth, right? Because he's saying, hey, we want to know how these people get this truth, thing, however it is, and we're exposing them. So he's starting to fear. So he want to give us no credit for nothing that we're doing, right? Because why would the devil admit that, hey, yeah, he's the devil and he kingdom going down, but he fighting for it? Then nobody ain't going on thing. And first of all, people so blind too, he could come out and say that, right? Because certain Edomites been exposed in certain things, right? He will come out and say that, and yet still these tutors and them still dumb enough. They're so buried in Esau lies that they won't even believe Esau if you come out and tell them the truth. That is to tell you how ridiculous it is.
They won't give you no credit because they know you'll use it, and that's what happens when the master starts fearing the student. In the city, you a number, they don't see you as human. Just a puppet they replace for their games and amusement. In a city full of angels with the biggest influence, I see demons with the platform who just fucking abuse it.
Yo, watch now. That is a serious part. In this city, you're just a number. They don't see you as humans. Wait up on your ID card. Wait up on your driver's license. Wait up on your birth certificate. Wait up on your passport. Wait up on all these identification things, your NIS, all these things, right? They see us numbers. When this MOTB come out, where you feel it gonna be? It's just a bunch of zeros and ones. It's basically a walking binary code. You understand? Because you scanning your hand to buy this, scanning that to buy this, and all this shit. Right? Use a walking binary code. They just see us numbers. You see, just a puppet they replace for the games and amusement at that point. Because that's what the elites and them do. You feel them care about you. Anything is like working in a company. If I, right, God forbid, if I is still, like, let me say I drive in a forklift or something, right, and I bung somebody, right, or a matter of fact, let me say I walk in and somebody else driving the forklift and them bunks and kill me, right, my family can't get no money, I done dead, so I can't get the money, you understand, got a forklift running straight through you, right, they going and thing up for a while wherever it is, but them just going to replace you. Then eventually, some people might still be talking about, hey, I'm dead from that forklift and thing. But where you feel gonna go? Everybody living their life still. Especially Esau, them don't give a ass about you. And Jake comfortable living here, boy. It goes on to say, in a city full of angels with the biggest influence. You understand? I see demons with a platform who just fucking abuse it. Right? A city full of angels. Right? And when they look at when they go into the word angel, as a matter of fact, it means messenger, right? And the angels, when they look at it from this point of view, because we're talking about all these, well, not the elites to an sense, right? But you can say them as more higher heads, right? Because he wants to be on that status with God, which we know impossible, right? But you can see like the small hatters on them, or even the ones like Bill Gates and them, who on that level, right? This man who run Amazon and Facebook and all them things is Mark Zuckerberg or something, so right, them is like angel, because them is the one that spread a message but false messages, right? Because this is their heaven, right? This heaven talking about rulership, so in other words they will be the angels, right? And they say with the biggest influence, yeah, Bill Gates and them have a big influence because them could finance certain things to push forward, and when them come on and they speak, right, they have a lot of things to say, right? And when they speak, right, a lot of people will listen because they think, well, alright, they are the best interests at heart or whatever. right? Scripture talk about that too, right? When a rich man speaks, everybody listen, but when a poor man speak, right, they help him to overthrow him. You understand? All these scriptures are not a quoting. You could search it up and think. I don't want to make the video too long. We done almost half an hour in and we reached to the end of the song yet. You understand? It's say I see demons with a platform who just fucking abuse it. The self-explanatory, the celebrities and them, right? They have thing and it's better they use that platform, right? Kanye West and them, right? He knows something to come out and say certain thing and they're stripping away his money, right? But he will never come out and say the full truth. Because why? He know he gonna lose that status, right? We said for these demons and them who actually have a big platform, then will see certain things and still not expose it. Because why? They know, they see what happening to Kanye. They know what them think. They studying the fame and the money, everything will go down the drain. You understand? And that is them abusing it. They not warning the people like us.
Just a puppet they replace for their games and amusement. In a city full of angels with the biggest influence, I see demons with the platform who just fucking abuse it. In Gotham, everybody knows everybody. If you ain't got a blue check, you ain't anybody. Redo, repeat, sleep, double tap, see, copy. Lost souls underwear, they're turning into...
In Gotham, in Babylon, everybody knows everybody. If you ain't got a blue check, you ain't anybody, right? And the things that it's hard to do to get that blue check on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, all them things, right? You gotta be some kind of, you gotta do certain things, abominables, to get that, first of all. And then secondly, the messages that you push to. Because you feel any of us, right, these prophets of GMS could go and start to we could build a big following, because it are brothers who are all 10,000 followers, was subscribers and thing on YouTube and thing. You know, you feel Esau gonna pay us for spreading these information. You feel Esau gonna do that? Them ain't gonna do that. We ain't nobody and we don't want to be anybody. Because we rather push the work of the Lord and we rather get established in the kingdom of heaven, not here. Right? It goes on to say, redo, repeat, sleep, double tap, see, copy. Lost souls on our way, they're turning into dead zombies. Oh, that on point, that yappa. Lost souls, where is going into? Ezekiel 37, they're dead, spiritually dead. They're unaware that them turning into zombies. Because them, it a lot of jakes on take that MOTV already, unaware. The ones that are down here, you know, in other countries who ain't implemented yet, they unaware that is what them going to turn into. All the ones who take the job, them unaware. This is why, when I listen to this song, I knew this song since it came out, right? I knew the song since it came out, and I've been having to do video on it, but the Lord put the Spirit on me now to do it, because as half of these things that I'm saying now, right, it wasn't really happening back then, and I didn't know certain precepts, and I didn't have certain understanding to bring it out, how I'm bringing it out now, right? That's why the scripture really say everything is yet for an appointed time, because the way how these things come around, when I watching this spiritually, you know, it real deep, it's very deep.
Dead zombies. Everywhere you look is plastic, all fabricated. Everything you seen on TV was exaggerated. Don't nobody see you till you get 1 million followers, and when you do, they treat you like you someone and you valid.
Right. Everywhere you look is a plastic, all fabricated, right? Everything just fake. Everything you've seen on TV was exaggerated, right? Don't nobody see you till you get 1 million followers, right? And that is true. But the thing about it is too, you see, this truth, that's not true. Because regardless, there's truth reaching to the four corners of the earth. Understand? He talking about these people and them artists, you know, whatever kind of celebrity that you're trying to be, you know, whether it's TikTok, you're going into the music business, acting, whatever it is, right? That's what he mainly talking about, right? And it goes on to say, and when you do, they treat you like you're someone and you're validated, right? So, and that's the thing with Jake, right? Jake want to be validated. They want to be somebody in this life, right? That's why even if you watch Jake and them, you know, who not even popular, right? Them turning into gunman, or when you watch them in school, right? They walk around like if them is wet man, ting, and sizing up to the brother, right? Because you know, only we is a one nation, right? So they will side up their own kind of I'm too by thing and rank up, you know, trying to impress a girl, right? A demon. You understand? You willing to blow up on your brother's head for a demon. You understand? I mean all of these demons in them. But if you understand what I'm saying, you understand? You gotta do all these abominable things just to be validated in this kingdom. You going through all of that for?
Fabricated. Everything you seen on TV was exaggerated. Don't nobody see you till you get 1 million followers, and when you do, they treat you like you someone and you validated. What do you do? How much money you make? Who do you know? What do you drive? Where do you stay? And while you answering those questions, they be calculating how much of it they can see themselves trying to come in and take.
That's self-explanatory, right? And that's the kind of lifestyle Jake wanna live, right? You know, they say more money, more problem. Because when you have more money, there's more things you can buy and there's more things to go with it. A car alone is a set of money, right? You want to make sure the papers in order because it's ticket for this, ticket for that, ticket for that. Going straight down the line, right? And same thing with Kanye West. Look, he worked hard to save, you know, even though he had help and Esau with all the sacrifices and the blood and all these things that he did to get where he is. But look how easy it is for Esau to come and take back what was so-called his, right? And you do a video with that too, you know. If they could come back and take it, it was never really yours in the first place. They're just telling you that as a deception, an illusion. You understand?
If you're fragile, don't you even try to come to this place. They gon' build you just to break you, then rebuild you to break. Let you reach your own limit, then heroically save. And that's exactly how Gotham turns you into.
Hey, if you're fragile, don't you even try to come to this place, right? Because a lot of people who run into Babylon, right? Because they think it's hard down here, or it's hard in Venezuela, it's hard there, it's hard here. They run over, they thinking they're easier. There's more demons, right? There's more demons coming behind you, right? If you think you've seen racism down here or in any other country, you've seen a lot over there, right? You've seen a lot over there. They say they're going to build you just to break you, then rebuild you to break, right? And that's what Esau doing, them toying with your head, right? It's like the same thing with the demic. Right? I would just say demic. They bring out a virus, then they bring out a so-called antidote for it. Right? They build you back up. Then you hear about it again, they break you. Then you hear more things come out, bookstores and all these things, they build you back up. And that is how Esau just going with you. Right now you feel like if you're in a safe period, so they're building you back up, and then when they drop that MOTB on you, they break you again. And that is how them doing it here. You understand? They say, let you reach, Salakia, your own limit, then heroically save. And that's what Esau doing, right? Cause and effect. They let you reach your own limit, like they with not the MOTB Salakia, with the jump shots on them, right? Because down here, I'm not sure about other countries, but down here, they reached to the point so serious where they did bring out the antidote, but it wasn't mandatory, right? But what they did, they boxed it in. Right, so they tell you, all right, certain people can't work, you can't go movie town, you can't go pool house, you can't go on the beach and all these things, ridiculous things, right? Aside from the job where we need now, right? But things like that pool house and movies and things, we don't need them things. But Jake, here that they can't do that, and that is all they needed to go and get catch and go and take that jump shot. You understand? So they box it in, right? Make it reach a limit. Because them thing is what Jake after, you know, the audacity, not the audacity, Salakia, the vanity, right? So they make it reach a limit like, hey boy, we can't do that thing. And then the so-called heroically save, which will do what? With the jump shot. You understand? Let's say, and that's exactly how Gotham turns you into a slave. Yeah, it's the mind games. How you feel Esau doing what he doing? The art of deception. That is what he good as, right? He's that old serpent from since in the day of Adam and Eve. He's that old serpent. When they go into the word serpent, right, it means a treacherous, or cunning, or crafty person. You understand? It was not literal snake.
Slave in Gotham. Everyone goes and they lose their souls because they can't control in Gotham. Everyone lies aside for an eye, you will lose your minds in Gotham.
Right, in Gotham, everyone goes and they lose their souls. Yeah, everybody going to America, wherever it is, or they get the visa to fly out, right, to lose their soul. right? One of the artists on is a good example, like Prince Swami, right? He started making music or whatever it is. Now his name he gang was like Z-Tech, right? And he had two others under him, Mets Boss and Plumpy Boss, right? Now they turn on him because why? They realized what he did, right? He went and he sell out. You understand? He went and lose his soul to gain the world, as the saying goes, right? It's because they can't control in Gotham, right? When he saw slap that amount of money and you think oh, hey, boy, that money is plenty, boy. Yeah. And they can't refuse it. And that money where you saw dropping is small money, yeah? But to us, that is plenty money because we never had nothing. You understand? And that's an always example of how we saw us turning into a slave, right? Because they kept us poor, right? For more than one reason. They kept us poor. So when it is, they had the money, right? And they bribe you with it. It's easy for you to get things because, hey, you gonna watch vanity and say, hey, this nice, but I want this, I want that thing. But how you had to do that? You had to have the money. So when you saw come and drop all that money, for you to just do, well, all you have to do is commit adultery or commit fornication and you can get this money. They're gonna say it so, they're gonna make it sound sweet. But it just, to simply put now, way. And that's how easy to catch you, right? They say everyone lies. Yeah, everybody does lie to you. You ain't getting no truth other than from the prophets of GMS. You ain't getting no truth no way. But then again, Jake, all Jake wanna hear is lies, right? It says eye for an eye. You will lose your mind in Gotham, right? Yeah, you will lose your mind in Babylon. Because when certain people actually start to see what's going on, right? When they actually see what's going on, they will lose their mind because it's like, hey, ting. Because I heard testimonies about brother before they come into the shoot, when them now started to learn this truth. By them went mad, boy, they was like, oh God, thing. Like they couldn't process it at the time. And then eventually, they clicked, and all right, the Lord put the Spirit on them to understand, bring them in and thing, and yeah, them is real things, them things that's happen. But it's unfortunate, well, not even unfortunately, because the Lord plan is for every, the Lord have a plan for everything and everybody, right? But it are people who, heard the truth and they went mad, but they never come to the truth. You understand?
Everyone goes and they lose their soul cause they can't control in Gotham, living in Gotham, living in Gotham, living in Gotham, living in Gotham. Nobody's from here, but everybody comes here wanting to be famous till they realize the price of fame brings close everything that they want.
Nobody's from here, but everybody comes here. I just went into that, right? Everybody want to go there, they want to make it big. You understand? You see certain shows with that, everybody was a show I used to watch when I was younger, boy, with my sisters, right? Austin and Ali, right? The one I think it's one where they made with Jesse. It was so long ago, right? Now I am a young brother, I'm not gonna say my age, but I am a young brother, right? But it was still a couple of years back. We used to watch Disney Channel, me and my sister. I wasn't even in the truth yet, didn't even dream to be in the truth yet. You understand? But I just remember that show, right? Austin and Ali, when he do the crossover with Jesse, his big dream was to go to New York to perform on Times Square, right? Which was on top of this big tall tower, and it had billboards, well, oh God, advertisement board, where you could see your face and thing. The camera recorded them live on top there and it projected all across the square, right? Millions of people coming to see man thing. That is his dream, nobody's from here, as Doc said, nobody's from here, but everybody comes here, right, wanting to be famous till they realize the price of fame. Yeah, when they realize the things they had to do, right, that to sell the store, that to take buck breaking, that to sacrifice a loved one, all these things, right, that the price you had to pay for fame, right, brings close everything that they once feared. Yeah, because it are people who say no and say, nah boy, I would not I can't lose my son, yes, I can't lose my mother, I can't lose this one. Nah boy, I can't let no man interfere with me now. Thing. I too man for that thing. But when they reach the point, the price of fame, when it's all sweet talk, yeah, bring it close to the things that you once feared. Simple as that.
Feared, consumed by the algorithm, it becomes clear. Life's a simulation, all controlled by a puppeteer. Blind people leading blind people, driving cars to a destination that is unclear while they can't see.
Yeah, that consumed by the algorithm, it becomes clear, right? Because what trending is what Jake or anybody else want to do to get famous, right? Consumed by the algorithm. Life is a simulation, all controlled by a puppeteer. Now we know the one who really running the show is Yawabashimi or Shai, but in this term, we talking about the elites and them. You understand? Because in the earlier verse, we spoke about the you just a puppeteer place. So it's a puppeteer, right? Them doing things, they're putting things in place, like all the past presidents or prime ministers, right, in whichever country in the Caribbean they're from or wherever it is. All of them was puppets, right? When them done with them, they dash with them, bring in somebody else. You understand? Making the people feel like they're actually voting. You understand? It's a blind people leading, blind people driving cars to destination that is unclear why they can't stay. You understand? I'm gonna bring up yourself for that. Right, Matthew 15 and 14. It say, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind, and if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. And that is what's going on here, right? That is what he's saying here, right? He's saying blind people leading blind people, driving cars to destination that is unclear while they can't stay. Now, of course, we know it's not a literal car, but it just means to say, they heading in a destination fast, right? Everybody want to reach to the top as fast as they could. They're running, ting. Now they're driving, trying to get it as fast as they could, right? But the destination unclear because they don't know where they're going to end up, but they just think that they head into greatness because why? It's all deceived them. You understand? And they're going with somebody leading them, right? If they get a manager or somebody in the business for a long time, right? That manager and all blind, but he driving hard, ting, and yeah, you go get through, ting. And you going with them because you trust in them or whatever it is, right? But he can't even stay the damn car, you see, and he struggling with the damn wheel, but you tell yourself, all right, he tell me, I could trust him, so I could trust him, and then both will end up in a ditch, because why? He blind and you blind. How a blind man could drive you? You understand? But then if two all are blind too, they can't see how blind each other is, you understand? So yeah, that's just the heights about it.
Controlled by a puppeteer. Blind people leading blind people, driving cars to a destination that is unclear while they can't steer. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4. Drugs, alcohol addiction, morgue, fake friends, women, gold digging as a sport. Who convinced you should live a whole life you can't afford?
You see? Drugs, alcohol addiction, and morgue, right? That's basically how you're going. Drugs, alcohol addiction, and then you're dead. You understand? Same thing when you're in these industries. Because even all the many people in these industries, you see a lot of them, they look at I believe it's Whitney Houston, who died from drug addiction and all these things. Because eventually some of them will send you mad, and then even to willingly them taking drugs, you see all these artists and them, the smoking, the drinking, the so-called living it up. You understand? But that is all they're doing. And then that is the addiction, and then what? They're going to dead. You understand? Then say fake friends, right? Women gold digging as a sport. Yeah, you talking about these hoes on them, right? Women clowning men to get money off of them, and that's sending men mad too, right? They say who convinced you, right? You should live a whole life where you can't afford, and that is a real deep and yappa part, right? Because these women and them out there deceiving you, telling you, hey, thing, and that's how they're gonna be in the end time too, right? When the time of the MOTB, right? You're gonna say, babe, go and take that now, go and take it, we need to live, we have a child, we have this, we have that, we have rent to pay, and blah blah blah, and all kind of shit, right? She forcing you to live a life you can't afford, right? Because it's so often you this amount of money, X amount of money, right? But you have to pay for it with your life. She ain't taking it, but she want you to take it. You understand? And that the reality of the bullshit.
Nobody sees you, you're continuously ignored. Everybody wants fame, they don't care what it's for. They don't want to build theirs, they're just trying to take yours. This is dog eat dog and it's messed up.
Right? I ain't really have much to say on this part, but say nobody sees you, you're just continuously ignored, right? Everybody wants to be filmed, they don't care what it's for, right? And there's a lot to do with these times here too, right? Everybody wants to be famous, they don't care what it's for, they're willing to do anything, right? Because you have a song what was real popular, right? Probably from all the way back to 2016 to come now, somewhere around that time period, right? When the rapper say he don't care where he going as long as he get paid, right? I think it's trip too hard or something. So younger brothers like myself might know that song, But yeah, continue to say they don't want to build theirs, they just want to take yours. This is dog eat dog in this messed up world, right? So we're talking about the celebrity lifestyle, right? You know, also the clash wars and all these things.
They're just trying to take yours. This is dog eat dog in this messed up world. You think you need this place, but you don't. Happiness is not a physical place you call home. Did you ever wonder why you feel like you feel when you take that time away from your phone?
See that? You think you need this place, but you don't. You don't need this place, right? Let me get our precept. Where it is. Yeah, Micah 2:10. Right? It say, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Yeah, you don't need this place. You don't need this place. But Esau line here, sir.
Phone.
Salakia. Yeah, you don't need this place, but Esau making you to believe that, hey, you need this place. I live here, thing. You live it up, thing. You understand? God not coming back now. And all that sort of shit. You understand? And that bullshit. That shit he feeding you. Right? Happiness is not a physical place you call home. Did you ever wonder why you feel like you feel when you take that time away from your phone? Right? Now for brothers in the truth now, especially when we take time away from your phone and we just in scriptures or we just meditating, right? You don't even have to physically have a Bible in your hand or whatever it is. Sometimes you just sit down and you just look back, whether in a gallery, you know, you're out the road, wherever it is, and you just breathe in and you think, because as a man, when you're sincerely in the truth, you know, your mind constantly on this word, right? Because I always like that, you know. I always meditate and saying, hey, people don't know what coming or this. Or if I see something happen, my senses instantly start to go into the spiritual realm. You know, you start to think about certain things that you learn in the truth, you know, things you experience in the truth and even out the truth, you know. But you all think about it spiritually, you understand? Because this social media thing, right? It's just as that demon just be seeing, you understand?
Feel like you feel when you take that time away from your phone. Fake shit goes viral, we know this won't. They'll say they care, but we'll never show. Gotham isn't just a place, it's a mind state watered by the thoughts that manifest with you.
See that? Fake shit goes viral, but we know this won't. Yeah, we videos on them ain't gonna go viral, right? But fake shit will. Watch IUIC on them. Watch all these false pastors on them. Watch all these demons on them who have nothing to see go viral. All this shit going viral, you know. But this shit, right? Well, I'm not even call this shit, right? This word, this truth, right? This not going viral. You understand? Forgive me, y'all bash me or shy for saying this shit, you know. This is the truth, right? This is the truth. This wouldn't go viral. That shit, what them doing and what them saying, that going viral. You understand? We have to be careful about the things that we say and do and all these things, because them could strike us or take down our videos and all these things for exposing them. But yet still, things about people, men singing about killing their own brethren and all these things, they ain't gonna do that. You understand? You see, they'll say they care, but they will never show. Yeah, he's always talking about we're doing this for humanity thing and blah blah blah. Take for instance, even these prime ministers that we all so-called voting in, they're promising you all this, yeah, we will fix the roads and thing, and when they come into power, nothing is happening. Their main agenda and focus is to push forward Esau agenda. You understand? And they say Gotham, which we know is Babylon, isn't just a place, it's a mind state. You understand? Yeah, because Esau have you messed up in your mind, right? That is why we always have to constantly stay in that spirit. You understand? We can't be in this world, because if we start to think back on the things of this world, you could easily slip out and you wouldn't even realize. You understand? You wouldn't even realize. That's why you always have to pray and ask the Lord that, hey, I'm gonna bring that precept, a matter of fact. You know? It's one of my favorite precepts. Right, 21, verse 38, it's 36. Right? It say, watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be able, Salakia, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Yeah? We want to be counted worthy in these times, yeah, to be able to do what we had to do, you know, to stand for the name of the Lord firmly rooted and grounded in the truth. You understand?
In Gotham, everyone goes and they lose their souls cause they can't do in Gotham, living in Gotham, living in Gotham. Tell them how you feel cause I promise they won't call back. Everybody's in it for money, so it's all bad. Killing all my demons, I'm rapping this in all black. I ain't gotta prove nothing to Gotham. They done nothing for me, for me.
You see that last part there? Right? He say he not to prove nothing to Gotham, then they ain't do nothing for him. Right? At least he have that much sense compared to these, you know, these demons and them out there. These tutors and them who completely and utterly stupid and blind. You understand? Now he's still in his folly, you know, we know that. But hey, he still has some kind of insight or point. You understand? They're not gonna save him. You know? But hey, the Lord put his spirit on him for him to sing this song. For, you know, probably me to break it down and put it out there. Yeah, one. And then I show it to other brothers who probably at least hear this song or come across this song before. You understand? And hear certain things and whatever it is. You know, a brother probably do a thing on this song and I didn't even know about it because a lot of us, a lot of videos. You understand? But hey, through the spirit and power, Yahweh share the Lord put him to sing the song and bring it out. You know, because we could use this for our edification too, same way. You understand? So, you know, I hope this lesson was edifying through the spirit and power, Yahweh share. You know, till next time, Shalom.